I was out in the permission looking for the gold watch, but unfortunately the field where the gold watch is these days has cattle in it, so the farmer said I can have a look around the other fields, and I was talking to the farmer's sister, and she told me a story that when she was a little girl back in the 60s, maybe 70s, she borrowed her aunt's gold rings. Her aunt was home from America. She was only a little girl and she took them out playing. Really, her aunt shouldn't have given her gold rings to play with. And she lost them in a little small haggart where they kept chickens and such. Anyway, she told me that story, but I thought this is great. This is fantastic. I'm on the hunt for these gold rings. But that same area was turned into an entrance for the farm, and they took the topsoil off of it and gravelled over it. But the farmer showed me where the topsoil was put. It was spread out in one side of a field. So I'll have that to go at and look for these gold rings. Now, I know, needle in a haystack stuff, but sure, if you don't look, you won't know. Anyway, we'll do the wrap up of the most interesting bits, and there's one very interesting bit that you will see in the video. Okay, talk to you after. Right, back out again, looking for the gold watch, but I'm not in the gold watch field because there are field puppies in the field, as the Grim Bleeper or Addicted to Bleeps or somebody said the other day. Field puppies, cows. So I'm not going to disturb the cows. So I'm in the field next door. There is a possibility that the watch wasn't dropped exactly in that spot, so I'm opening my mind up to that possibility that it could be anywhere. Anyway, I've had 2 signals so far. I didn't bother recording them. First one, a bit of copper or brass pipe maybe, or maybe it was a bushing out of the machine. And this, which looks to be part of a musical instrument. Any ideas? Would it be a mouth organ or an accordion or something? I think these valves do something. Anyway, that was the second signal. Now I have a clump situation. What's in the clump? There's an edge. It's a thin edge. It could be a big dandy button. It's big anyway. So let's put you up here and open it together. Oh, it's a coin, and I can see straight away it's a chicken penny. It's my first chicken penny off this permission. Will we get a year? Where's my toothbrush? It's a chicken penny. Get off. It's a Searstat one, so it's a Free State one. And I'll have to clean that up and get back to you. Right, I've tried to clean it up, and where the year is damaged. It's corroded, so I won't get a year, but it's a Searstat, so it's an early one. From 1928 to 40 something, I believe. So it's an early Searstat Irish penny. On to the next. Right. On from the chicken penny, I've got several signals of rubbish, but I can't tell you the feeling when you turn over the clod and see this. But unfortunately, it's one of them. And I don't know what one of them is. It's light. I might have to check for markings on it. Nah. Some sort of a fitting. Anyway. The heart just jumped a beat there for a second. On to the next. And a nice little button. A bouton. Nothing special. But nice to get it. Shank is busted. On to the next. It's another round the ground situation. And another smoothie, I think, though. Penny. Yeah, probably Victorian. I often see them like this.
We need sunlight now, we're in the shade. Typical. The sun is actually out. We're just in the shade. Yeah, I cannot see anything. Maybe when I take it home, put a light across it or something. I'm guessing Victorian. It's thin. Yeah. Toasted. There's one for the toaster. On to the next. Ooh, what is this? I think I know what it is. I think it's the cap of an old oil drum or oil tank. Oil tank, maybe. Sometimes they have the make of the oil on it, if that's what it is. Could be wrong. I've seen people find things like this, usually bigger though. And they say it's a cap of an oil drum. Right, I'll put you down for a second and see if we can clean it up. I meant to sharpen the tip of my toothbrush. Haven't got around to it yet. For doing things, sorry, knocked you in the face there. For doing things just like this. Don't fall over now. Yeah, top tip, sharpen the end of your toothbrush for digging out. Not sure there's anything marked on that, but still, it's a curiosity. Clean it up better when I get home. Might be just a plumbing fitting of some sort that I've not seen before. Okay, on to the next. And we have a lovely condition chicken penny, 1928, Searstadt. Now got the little chicken in her, or the hen in her chickens. Searstadt, Aaron, 1928. Upside down. It's in great condition. Lovely. On to the next. And we have a fancy button. That's a nice little bit of detail around that. It's kind of convex. Shank's gone. Or maybe the shank is just squashed. Yeah, it's been hit by something. May have been a silver gilding in that. And there's fancy around the edges as well. That was a nice button. Look at that. Nice button. Right, on to the next. What is this piece of fancy lead pewter something? That's nice. Some sort of a button, I reckon. Pewter probably. It's not heavy enough to be lead, but there is a bit of weight in it. Strange and nice. On to the next. I had a clump situation and I didn't record opening it, but this is what's greeted me. Oh my god, I think it could be, yeah, gun money. No, wait, I could be wrong. What year does that say? It's getting dark. Let me put you down for a second. Or, you know what? I'll clean it up and I'll get back to you. But this is spectacular. I had to get the torch out because I'm losing the light. But that's on the other side. That's King James II, I think. And it says, I had it cleaned and all. It says 1689. X11, that's 12, that's a shilling, I think that's a shilling. That's Unbelievable, and it's nearly intact apart from the edges. Fantastic. But where's the watch? On to the next. So today I'm out in the new field with a new objective, and that is I'm looking for two, not one but two gold rings that was lost in this field. Well, they were lost in an area that has since been cleaned out. The topsoil was scraped off and the topsoil has been dumped the far side of this field. But this is the first decent signal. The first two signals were scrap. A lovely little key escutcheon. Big key, lock escutcheon, door escutcheon, whatever you want to call it. Nice. So let's find the two gold rings. I'm on my way over to the section of the field where the topsoil was dumped. On to the next. Just in around the area where the rings could be, but the first good signal is just what's left of this button. I don't know what type of button you would call that. I found a few nice buttons here with fancy design, but this one seems to be plain. Still, I'm getting the terrible interference from the fencers because I'm 20 feet from electric fence, but still getting the signals. So on to the next. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed those. Just talk about the sticker board. I have one new sticker since I last showed you. The metal detecting channel. Excellent channel. They sent me a few stickers. One up there, probably stick another one on. Great bunch of lads. Funny when to listen to them when they're detecting. They have a good bit of banter between them. And all the usual ones are still there. So yeah. Anyway, on to the wrap up. All the can slaw and drink cans, bottle tops, all that stuff, I don't bother showing them usually anymore when I dig them up. So there was a lot of junk, a lot of not as much iron with the 400i. These are some of the junk items that have some sort of interest. I mean, that's a piece of a coax connector for a TV, I think. Pipe connector, don't know what this is. Is it a mechanism for a lock or something? I think it's brass. Threw up a great signal in here. There was a bit of a teaspoon. That would have been a nice teaspoon in its day. Medieval mobile phone, probably. Printed circuit board. Has the look of a Nokia. I think it's a mobile phone. It might be off of it could be off anything. Has the look of a Nokia. Did they have a printed circuit board like this? I don't know. Great signal. I'm guessing a pressure gauge clock. Like that window there is like where the hands of a pressure gauge, and that's where it would have pivoted. Sure, look. Tap handle. Shooting bolt that's actually loosened up and can be repurposed for a little dog kennel or something if you really wanted to. The few bits of lead. Probably a battery terminal, I would say. Stainless steel lump of metal. Cap off of, I'm guessing it's like a blank plug for an electrical connector. Not sure. This thing, I have this on the video because I thought I was after hitting the gold ring, and this is before I knew that there was gold rings in the area to look for. But when that popped out, it was glistening like that, and then I turned it over and cleaned it out. Oh yeah, speaking of cleaning out, I think I said in a video previous that I need to sharpen the end of my toothbrush, and I did, and my god does it make some difference when you're trying to dig out soil out of something like that, or out of that. Really does help
when you're in the field and you want to clean out just the heavy soil out of something, I'd advise anyone, if you carry a toothbrush, sharpen the end of it, and it won't damage too much because it's just plastic. Top tip. Anyway, driving on. Don't know what that is. I think it's a threaded lug that broke off of something. And that's that for that. This is the more interesting stuff. So we'll start here. Horse tack ring of some sort. The instrument. I think this is a part of an instrument. I've found ones like this before, so I don't know. Little buckle. A few nice buttons. Not so much that one. This, I thought I said it was a button, but I think maybe it's a drawer pull. Pewter type material. There's a bit of weight to it. That's from the previous hunt. Nice Kia scutcheon. A toasted fragment of what I believe may have been a coin. God knows what era. Bit of a copper or bronze bushing, I think. Fancy coin. Not coin, button. Focus. Yeah, there's a bit of fancy going there. Shank is gone. And then we get on to the interesting coins. So the first one was the chicken penny that was corroded. I think I made out 1937, maybe 34. I don't know when they stopped making the chicken pennies. This smooth coin, I can just about make out. My lighting's so bad. I can just about make out a bunhead Victoria on one side. That's what I'm going to go with, and it has the feel of a worn out Vicky as well. They found a lot of Vicky pennies that are very smooth like that, so we'll go with that anyway. A burnt 50 cent, euro 50 cent that went through a fire. A lovely Searstadt 1928 chicken penny. I need to do something about my lighting. There we go. Now that's better. Daisy wouldn't get up off the couch, so look, she's under the board. That's her tough. Anyway, getting back to the chicken penny. Beautiful patina. There it is. The chicken and her two chicks, I think it's two, following her. And first year of issue, 1928. Searstadt, Erin, Irish Free State. And then there's this thing that I thought was a oil can top. It may well be. As it happened, I cleaned it out. When it all dried up, I cleaned it out with the toothbrush and got all the soil out of it and actually got it to move. So it's after breaking off in the neck of whatever it was screwed into, and that now is loose, and I can't do this with one hand because I put you up there. Yeah, I can move it, but it still binds up after about a quarter of a turn. I'm not going to force it, I'm going to leave it on it, but it still screws on. Anyway, that's the less interesting stuff. This though, look at this. James II shilling, 1689. As clear as day. Yes, the edges are corroded away, but, and at the bottom you can see the number 10, and above it is an R, because 10R in the old, was it a Gregorian calendar, was December, not October, if I'm right. Maybe somebody can correct me, but I think that's December 1689. And the other side, there's Jamesy's head with his flowing curly locks and pointy nose. There's some detail on those coins. It's a pity it wasn't whole. Yeah, delighted with that. And the part everyone from outside of Ireland wants to hear me say, 333 years old. Yeah, because that's the thing, and we say 333 and everybody laughs. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. If I'm out and about again, I'll throw up another video. So it's on to the next. Bye. Daisy, you're hiding down there. Well, say hi. Say hi. Hello. You want to say hello? Okay. Bye.